Hello, my name is Jenna Spencer, and my topic was self-schema. And basically, psychologists theorize that declarative self resides in a cognitive structure called the self-schema. All of one's ideas about the self are organized into one coherent system. When a trait psychologist asks someone to complete a personality quiz, the person answers these questions by reaching into their memory to find the most relevant information. So basically, your memory system is self-schema. Self-schema can be used to identify S data, which is self-report. An example of this study shows that students' schematic for sociability rate their sociability important, meaning they're schematic for that trait. If not, they're aschematic, not having a schema for that dimension. Self-schema can also be used to gather B data, which is behavior. So for example, reaction times. Participants read words such as friendly and responsible and then respond to them with me or not me. So say shy is one of the options. Someone who's schematic is going to answer right away, oh, I'm shy. Someone who's aschematic is going to take more time to kind of think about it. They're going to be like, are they schematic or are they not? Schematics respond quicker than aschematics. A second implication is that one's self-view may affect how one processes information. So say I'm shy, it might take me more time to kind of process and implicate information, whereas someone who's not shy, someone who's going to ask questions, might take less time to process information. Being schematic for a personality trait such as sociability, responsibility, or shyness makes you an expert about that trait. So I put together this board, and it's kind of just asking questions about yourself, like on a scale of 1 to 11, how independent, dependent, individualist, conformist, leader, follower, and how important or unimportant it is to you. So I'm just going to answer them really quick. Independent, I'd say that's really important, or independent, I would say I'm pretty independent. So I'll do it too. How important is that to me? I think it's really important. Individualist, conformist. I'm more of an individualist. Let's go with 2 again. Unimportant, important. I think it's really important. And then leader, follower. I'd say we'll go with 4 on that one. Unimportant, important. I think it's really important to be leader, but since we'll go with that. So based on this information that I gave about myself, I would be schematic for independence because I answered 1 through 4 on at least 2 and 8 through 11 on the importance scale. So opposed to that, say I didn't answer the way I did, and did the opposite. Schematic for dependence would mean 8, 11 on at least 2, and then 8 through 11 on that importance scale. So that's kind of how that works. The self-schema embodies knowledge on past experience, but not a specific past experience. So for example, maybe you've been kind throughout your whole entire life, so you view yourself as kind. So basically, just to kind of wrap things up, once formed, your impression of yourself remains the same. So if you've been kind, say you've been mean your whole life, you're gonna view yourself that way. Kind of on the opposite end of that, what if you somehow forget all the times you were nice, completely wiping your memory of it, would your self-view change? There's been studies that show, like I said, once you've kind of formed your impression of yourself, it remains the same, and studies have showed that even if you did forget your memory completely. So your self-schema kind of just embodies what you know about yourself. And that's it. Thank you.